Yo, I'm Lil Magic and I make art that helps people feel good now. For the past 2 years, I've been selling my work at different pop-ups varying in size and location. Pop-ups or vendor markets are events that you pay to have a table at to sell your goods. They range in size and price, and in my experience, they're more accessible than an artist alley. And in today's video, I'll be sharing my thoughts on whether or not pop-up markets are worth it. I'll let you know up front though that some markets I did very well at and others not so much. But before we get started, please hit that like and subscribe button for me. It really does help out the channel. Thank you very much. Okay, so what are some risks associated with doing a pop-up market? The main risk is not making back table. When you don't make back table, you feel slightly dumb, actually very dumb. And it really doesn't feel good not to make back table, especially since you put a lot of time planning and prepping for said event. Some other risks mirror those of a permanent retail location like theft, damage, etc. But the benefits of doing a pop-up are endless, however. Pop-ups can be very lucrative. The only cap to how much you make is how much you bring and how your items are priced. Pop-ups are also great for increasing brand awareness and visibility. I also just love meeting new people who are out there looking to have a good time. Speaking of time, pop-up prep is a lot of work. Assuming you already have your product, you then have to find a market and vet it in some way, either by scrolling and lurking on their social medias or going actually physically in person. Then you have to get your hardware. Most, if not all, markets require you to bring your entire setup, so things like tables, chairs, canopies, all of it. You also have to lug all of that around too. Okay, then you have to set it up. And depending on how you design your space, it can take a while. And if you're at an outdoor market, depending on the weather, that can add even more time. Trust me, never underestimate the power of a little gust of wind. I've seen so many tables and booths destroyed by wind. Okay, so you set up everything, but now you have to actually be out there all day. Some markets are a couple of hours, some a few days. You have to think about where you'll get your food. When are you going to take your bathroom breaks? You really should plan out all of these things, and if your neighbor is nice, they'll watch your stuff while you go get food or take a fat dump. Magic, you haven't talked any money yet. Show me the money. Okay, assuming you already have your products, how much does a table cost? In my experience, I've done markets where it was completely free to attend, and I've also paid upwards of $400 to be at a market. So, are markets worth it? Don't shoot the messenger, but I say that it depends. In the beginning, pop-ups can be pretty hit or miss. But I will say that if you know who your target audience is and you know how to speak to them, you're probably going to do fine. I also recommend knowing how to talk about your business and what your business does in a way that can be easily understood. But Magic, I'm an artist, not a business person. Well, if you're looking to sell your artwork, congratulations, you've been promoted! You're now both an artist and entrepreneur. Having some sort of business acumen will put you leaps and bounds ahead of artists that don't. And if you're looking to have a full-time art career, knowing the business side is a must. You don't have to be an expert, but you should know something. When I first started doing markets, I knew nothing of the business side. I thought that if I would just show up with my artwork, people would buy. And people did buy, but it was very short-lived. I had the mentality that my artwork would speak for itself. However, that is not how a sustainable business works. Anyone that tells you that your artwork should speak for itself is lying, okay? They're lying. You may have some success not knowing how to make the sale. You may have some success with the mentality of my artwork will speak for itself. But it's not going to last long once you've already sold to those people. I want to remind you that brands that seem to blow up overnight are the exception and not the rule. What I found is that if you want to be successful at doing pop-ups, it's best to take a science approach. You should form a hypothesis, test it, analyze the results, recalibrate, and go out and test it again. It really is the quickest way to learn because you can watch all of the videos in the world, but nothing beats that hands-on experience. It's literally the best teacher. At your first market, you're probably going to be a nervous wreck. I know I was. So check out the following video of my first market to gauge how it will go for you, hopefully. Okay, bye. Peace!